Blog Talk Radio.
Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. It's summer party. Grown and sexy, throwing a party. Put summer party. Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed.
Welcome to a Friday night at the Pajama Party. Another Friday night hanging out with the crew. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir.
And this is how we do it. I'd like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas out there.
Oh, that's right.
And tomorrow, a Happy Kwanzaa to get things started on the black tip.
You sure Kwanzaa hasn't started already, Pop?
Nah, it starts on the 26th.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm black for sure.
It's always after things, right?
Yeah, well, if you was black, you'd know that. Anyway.
Yeah.
What we got on the lineup for tonight there, Ketel?
Well, we got the hot topics. We got some good ones tonight. Bill Cosby sues Beverly Johnson for defamation. Protesters disrupt shopping on Chicago's Michigan Avenue. And was the Miss Universe pageant a stunt? Interesting. Hidden and quitted headlines. Another state bans daily fantasy sports. Trucker in Tracy Morgan crash charge. Dutch driving instructors trading lessons for sex. This year's Kennedy Center honors. What's poppin' with Poppa DD? Got a surprise for us tonight. Weird news, of course. Oregon woman hit by car suing for cost of designer clothes. Man robs bank, buys Christmas tree, and uses it to hide. And also bearded woman, I say bearded woman, arrested for stabbing. I'm just saying, with the red wine, just do you. Living for the city with Poppa DD, leadership by intimidation. My Hollywood wrap-up, of course. Cocktail of the week, which is eggnog, of course, for the holidays. Whee! We're going to have a little another segment this year in the review for tonight, for the whole year, 2015, our Kiss It list, and always the last word. So, like Papa says, sit back, relax, get your favorite cocktail, and we'll be right back.
Bonsoir, bonsoir. This is Redwine, or as they say in Paris, Je suis vin rouge. Join me every Friday right here on A Pajama Party, where I'll get on my rant, sit on my little bar stool, and give you my opinion on whatever has been bugging me or whatever's on my mind this week. You don't want to miss it. I know I won't. So be here with me every Friday, Redwine, on the Pajama Party Show. Visit us on www.apajamaparty.com and check us out. We'll see you there.
Welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir.
And how's everybody doing tonight?
Not too bad. Yeah.
Everybody had a good Christmas?
Yeah.
Everybody came down to a bicycle or a nice toy underneath the tree?
I got roller skates.
Okay.
I got a 3-seater bike.
All right. I got one of those rider things that blew up. What's it called?
Oh, no, not the hoverboard.
The hoverboard, yeah. It blew up and it burned the tree and, you know.
That was you on the news.
That was me on the news.
Oh, boy. It's hard out there for a pimp.
But I kept the receipt. Because you know, as black folks, when we first walk in the store, but you got a receipt. They know you're going to say, no, I don't.
You think they'll give you money back, Pop?
Anyway.
You're going to try it. If not, it's going to be another fire, right?
Yeah.
That's another story. It's another headline.
Yeah, speaking of fire, let's hit those hot topics.
Okay.
Who's up first? You up first, Ketel?
I got you. Bill Cosby sues Beverly Johnson. Remember Beverly Johnson, the model, for defamation.
Wow.
Interesting. Bill Cosby sued supermodel Beverly Johnson for defamation on Monday. The former Cosby Show star says that Johnson is using her story to revive her career. Johnson accused Cosby of drugging and attempting to sexually assault her in the 80s, claims which the comedian maintains are false. The celebrity news site also reports that in an attempt to refute Johnson's story, she says that she was drugged while dining alone with Cosby at his house. The comedian claims he only ever dined with the model while his wife was present. He never had dinner alone with her. So, it sounds
fishy.
His story against her story. So the lawsuit goes on to say Cosby's lawsuit, Johnson's false allegations against Mr. Cosby have been the centerpiece of her attempted career, and she has played them to the hilt, repeatedly and maliciously publishing the false accusations in articles, interviews, and television appearances. So it does sound like she's boosting her career to me. What you think,
she was done.
Well, apparently not. She's back in the spotlight, because she was with those women. I forgot what channel network it was, but it was a half a dozen women on the network and talking, and she was front and center, and they kept going to Beverly Johnson, get her opinion. I'm like, really?
I do remember that.
Because she didn't say much. When I first heard the story, her story was he gave me a drink, I tasted it, it tasted kind of funny, but I tasted it again, and then all of a sudden she said she was whisked into a taxi cab and she was home.
So if nothing happened, then why was she even part of the group?
Yeah, just like the accusations say, using this to boost her career. That's what it sounds like to me. What you think, Papa?
She just jumped on the bandwagon because it seemed like Bill Cosby wasn't, when somebody's not talking, when Bill Cosby wasn't talking or coming back, she figured, well, let me just ride this horse and be a part of this and yada, yada. And some people like that, being the only black, kind of thing. I've talked to a few ladies in my life that are the only black here on their job and what have you, and a lot of them sit back like they love it. I'm the only black up here. I love it. I'm like, well, you're kidding me, right? I knew a young lady worked in Princeton and was bragging that she was the only black girl at this law firm, and she was just like loving that. They treat me nice. They give me this. They give me that. And I was like, backing away because she sounded like a damn Looney Tune. But anyway, But Bill Cosby thought back in his heart of hearts and said, I'm going to sue her because, I didn't do anything with her. His approach with her was probably totally different.
Right.
And some things you can't hold back on. So he's going, but he should just let dead dogs lay. If you didn't say nothing at this point and you was tight-lipped about things, just keep your mouth shut because just let it blow over like anything else. Donald Trump's in the news now. Let Donald Trump stay the lead guy, But Bill, I hope Bill doesn't do like OJ, and get busted on a technicality or something like that, So.
Yeah, so it says it's over 50 women. That's a lot of women.
That is a lot.
Yeah. So
Yep.
Seems like he's only going after certain ones. So, the ones that said have lied. The other ones, I guess, are telling the truth. Is that what it is?
No, the other one he probably don't remember because everybody doesn't make an impact in your life. I've had people come up to me, Poppa DD, you remember me? You remember me, Poppa DD? You remember me? No, I don't. You had no impact.
Wow,
so anyway.
Kind of messed up.
All right.
Well, I have a story about protesters once again disrupting the holiday shopping up in Chicago on what they call the Magnificent Mile down on Michigan Avenue. They shut it down. This was yesterday. Several stores disrupting some of the last-minute shopping, still trying to get the mayor and the prosecutor to resign. And, this goes back to the situation about the teenager Laquan McDonald, who, after they saw the video of the officer firing 16 shots in 15 seconds at this unarmed teenager, they're saying, like, they were out there chanting 16 shots and a cover-up. And this was right outside of the Apple Store and the Water Tower Place Mall. They were blocking the shoppers from entering, but they were allowing the people to exit. And at one point, there was a short scuffle on the crowded sidewalk between some of the protesters and police officers. So basically, they're looking to try to influence, I guess, people or influence the outcome of the situation. They're looking for Mayor Rahm Emanuel and the Cook County State's Attorney, Anita Alvarez, to resign. But so far, that's not happening. So Rahm Emanuel did, earlier in the month, fire the Chicago Police Superintendent, Gary McCarthy, because people were demanding his resignation as well. So people were out there chanting also, 1 down, 2 to go.
Wow.
They were like, well, we got rid of the police chief. Now we just need to get rid of the mayor and the prosecutor. So, and a lot of this, of course, came from once the police dash cam video was released showing this 17-year-old being shot on the city street by Officer Jason Van Dyke, who last month was charged with first-degree murder. So I guess they'll continue to, protest and do what they can. But they are saying no justice, no peace, no racist police. They have all kind of things that they're chanting, and they're saying that they're serious about this. And this is the Black Lives Matter people who have organized these demonstrations.
So I wonder what's going to happen when, the mayor is gone and the other gentleman. What next?
I don't know. I know all these police shootings have got to stop because it's not just Chicago, as we know.
Yeah, it's all over. It's unfortunate. In this day and age, we're still going through this mess. What you think, Papa?
I tell you, we got a long way to go with a lot of things. There won't be peace on earth until everybody just start being humble and act like they really got some sense. Because it's just a lot of bullying going on, really. Deep down inside, it goes back to basic bullying. And people just fighting for basic rights. Nobody wants something special. They just want what they got, want to hold on to what they got and just be respected. That's the bottom line on a lot of things. It's really got nothing to do with, somebody wanting something. So
that's true. You said the bottom word, respect. That's all.
Yeah, that's really missing big time.
That's true. Wow. So if you guys got any questions or comments what we're talking about, hit us up tonight. 914-803-4306.
And press 1.
Got to press 1 to get into the queue. I think we're going to take a little CC break.
Okay.
And we're going to come back with the next hot topic. It's a hot one.
Living just enough for the city.
Okay, but why are we doing Stevie Wonder? I thought we were doing Pajama Party.
Well, I was talking about my little one of my segments of Living for the City.
Join the party.
Now you ride me.
That's every Friday night at 9. Pajama Party. No clothes allowed.
Ketel and Redwine stepping on my parade. I had the mic first. And they're coming in just trying to,
It's my turn.
Yeah, she's going to sing.
What number to call?
Yeah, call us at 914
803
4306
and press 1.
And press 1 to be put into the queue. And say what you have to say. You can read off what we're talking about. Come up with a new subject of your own. We're
hear from you.
We're liberal. We're easy.
Eastern time.
Eastern time. We're here 9 p.m. Friday nights. That's 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock
West Coast. And maybe 7 o'clock in the mountains or in the
7 in the mountains.
Around Michigan.
8 o'clock Central.
Michigan and New Orleans and all that. We're like an hour back.
Yeah,
but 9 o'clock on the East Coast.
9:15 CP time.
CP time 9:15.
Don't be late when you listen to us. It is 9 o'clock on the dot.
That's right. Every Friday night.
We'll see you there.
Goodbye.
All right, welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir.
And this is every Friday night affair. We do this here. We get in our pajamas and we put on a show for about 1 or 2 hours, depending on how we feel and how's everything going. Ketel looks a little under the weather now. How you doing, Ketel?
Not too bad. But you caught me napping, huh, Papa?
No, you usually got...
Something's up when she put on a onesie.
Yeah.
Don't be mad.
I'm not mad. I'm just observing. Just to make sure that escape hatch stays closed.
And your refreshments are G-rated tonight. Anyway, Redwine makes up for it because she'll drink anything ain't nailed down. So anyway.
Why you got to put me out there like that? It's Christmas.
Our next topic is, if y'all don't mind me going into that.
Yeah, you got another.
It's on my main man, Steve Harvey. He's really not my main man. I really oppose a lot of his stance on things, you know, giving all the so-called trade secrets of men based on a book just to make $1. I'm not a fan of that. Don't hate the player, hate the game, you know. Try to correct the game, don't try to correct the players, you know, because you was a player yourself, probably somewhere out there at one time, I'm sure. Anyway, we all know about his foul up, where he announced the wrong winner of the Miss Universe pageant. Mm-hmm. Now, that's a very crucial mistake.
Yeah.
Not to say the gentleman can't make a mistake, he's human, but we know the attitude and the ego of this gentleman, okay? He can do no wrong, you know, as far as Schreier University is concerned, as far as the Steve Harvey morning show is concerned, as far as Family Feud is concerned, and where else is he hanging out?
He has an online dating.
Online dating, yeah.
That he does.
He's the guru of dating now. He talks women on the shows. First of all, he gives them the scoop, but deep down inside, he's talking to them like a 3-year-old. Well, you know, you got to men, we stupid, right? We stupid. No, your dumb country ass is stupid. Okay, not us, not everybody. All right? Now that you come to your senses and you talk about Marjorie all the time, obviously Marjorie is got you cornered like a rat. So you ain't going to say nothing bad about her, which is cool. You shouldn't talk about your wife. I'm not suggesting that or encouraging that. Okay? But,
however,
you know, however, brother, my brother, you know, just keep it at a minimum, man. You just live regular life. You know, I mean, we got people before you that OJ, you know what I mean? We've had black superstars, okay, that fell by the black wayside for crazy stuff and what have you. And maybe that was a wake-up call to tell you to, you know, chill out, brother. Just be who you are. You have been blessed with your homestead, your life. I saw pictures of your daughter's wedding. That looks fabulous. Those are the things that you need to be focused on as opposed to trying to be. And that dating thing, you don't know who's who, what's what today. You can't put people together because, you know, you think people are made for each other. Seem like the best matches is the Heckle and Jekylls or the, you know, Mutt and Jeffs. You know, the opposites attract nowadays, not the obvious. So, anyway, getting back to the story, at the end of the show, everything was flawless from what I could see. But at the end, he made an announcement, and they crowned the young lady Miss Columbia. Okay? Columbia, you all know Columbia, that's where all the good drugs come from. And they gave her everything. They gave her the little what you call thing goes around them, the satchel, sash, and they got she got the
crown and the
what
flowers.
They call it, the katera, what's the thing called on the head?
Tiara.
The tiara, right? And they gave her the roses. They gave her the scholarship money. They rolled out the Corvette Stingray that she won. Did that roll out on us? No, I'm exaggerating. Anyway. Then all of a sudden, about maybe a minute and a half later, they came back. He said, "Oh, hold up, wait a minute. I said, you know what, brother, you can hold up Family Feud." Okay. But this is the Miss Universe contest. This is based on countries, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This ain't like an NFL football game where the Packers are playing the Eagles. You know?
Look, if I was Miss Columbia, I would have ran up the stage with that crest in her throat.
She had everything already.
That's a good idea. She should have took off the ranch.
She should have
kicked those heels off and run.
She should have said in her best accent, "Oh, no. Oh, no, Miss Harvey. Oh, no way. You are not taking my roses. Oh, my Katera. Oh, no. I don't tell my mama. I called my mama already. My mama know I won." But anyway, now Miss Philippines is sitting back there, okay? And then he said, no, the winner is her. Now, like I said, there again, I'm making jokes out of this, but on a serious tip, this is not Miss America. Now, if you was taking it away from Miss Florida and giving it to Miss Georgia, that would be a very simple operation. yada, 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 yada. You know, we made a mistake. Okay, I understand. This is Miss Universe.
Oh, but heads still want to roll.
Yeah, but America's a little more. We have a few more.
Serious about this.
You know, we have a few more things in common in America. We kind of bash on some of the same mannerisms and the same forgiveness.
So you're saying the Colombian Philippines is apple and oranges?
Just universe. Period. These people were raised a whole different way. What's mine is mine. You name me, Mr. You name me.
I say she should have kicked those heels off and run for the hills.
That's right. I would have kept
and,
if you want her to win, you're going to have to give her a whole other
I mean no disrespect to the brother, not in no respect. But, you know, and I appreciate his spirit, the way he talks about his love of God and things like that. I appreciate that. But the one thing also on a level of the love of God, we need to learn that when we have reached a beautiful pinnacle in our life where we reach a level of success, we need to cool out for a minute. Because we know, as being a man of color, we are a marked man. We are a hunted species. We are an endangered species. Okay? So when we get to a certain level, everybody's looking for us to knock us out the box. And you put your book in every woman's glove box, you know what I mean? So half the men pissed off at you like, great. Now, Steve Harvey said on page 89 that I shouldn't fuck you for 90 days. You know what I mean? If you look at this woman saying, wait a minute, you think I'm going to wait for that coochie for 90 days? You have lost
your
fucking mind. It's the 90-day
rule about the cookie.
Yeah, okay, the cookie, okay?
Must be a good cookie.
Mm-hmm.
Must be chocolate and more stuff. Is that what it is? Okay.
Well, show me some pictures or something of the cookie. Let me know it's legit.
Oh,
and
you want
right
to see the cookie.
And decent.
So you say you can't bite the cookie, you just want to see the
cookie.
Well,
you know, the cookie could be,
peekaboo cookie.
Cookies come in various,
various flavors.
Shapes, sizes, vary, crabs. Discharges.
Oh, no, wait a minute.
I don't want no crab cookie.
Chlamydia, yeast infections.
Oh, Lord, wait a minute.
I can go on, but I won't. Anyway, let's get on with that.
I heard, though, that he is the highest paid host of that pageant ever.
Wow.
Yeah, well, he demands, he had to pay for his daughter's wedding. I mean, that wedding. That wedding was fabulous. I mean, the pictures I've seen alone of just the flowers and if I had the money, I would do the same, Nice. But all I'm saying is that in all seriousness is the fact that you've been blessed in 9 different chapters, and now you need to look at life and say, you know what, which I'm going to speak on later on what's popping topic, is when is enough enough? And we need to understand that. When you got to start tucking your money away, because, see, money's just like marijuana.
Okay.
The more you got to find a place to store it. Marijuana grows big. 15 pounds of marijuana. Like, we're going to put all this.
Okay.
15 pounds of coke. You just put it in a suitcase, slide under the couch.
What's that look like?
I wouldn't know, Papa.
I'm just saying.
You just
throwing me under the bus.
Wait.
These are my partners. I start talking about just,
I don't know what it looks like.
Oh, I don't know. Okay, I got.
Google it on the next break.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody knows what it looks like, hit us up tonight at 914-803-4306.
Mr. Peabody and Sherman, I got here. Anyway.
I don't know what it smells like either.
Anyway.
Speaking of hit it and quit it. Let's see. Who's up first for hit it and quit it tonight?
Papa, he got all the news for us tonight.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You're gonna talk about that fantasy sports thing.
Let's go with that. If you don't mind me talking again, I'm not a mic hog at all.
Yeah, no, not at all. But go right ahead.
Give me the mic, Papa.
All right, I'm not a mic hog.
We ordered some new ones just
It was supposed to go to Redwine because this is the point at 20 after the hour is when I refill my brown liquor. But anyway,
I can go.
I'll do this.
I can go if you need to go
anyway,
and refresh your
another
beverage.
state bans the daily fantasy sports. Fantasy sports is getting off the chain. They got something called FanDuel and another one called DraftKings. Now, when this first came out, they had these nice little mediocre commercials. Oh, I'm DraftKings. But come to find out, this stuff is some serious gambling, okay?
Yes, it is.
And people are getting divorced, losing their houses, losing their cars, losing their everything.
That's great.
You know what I mean? And the wives are coming out and saying, I thought you were just watching a football game. Oh, no. Oh, hell no. got this stuff analyzed with the draft stuff, betting on individual players, and it's just crazy. So Illinois on Wednesday became the latest state to ban its residents from playing daily fantasy sports contests offered by FanDuel and DraftKings. Okay. After the Attorney General said that the sites they constitute gambling, and they against every Illinois law that they have on the books. Wow. It's just grossly played. It's grossly displayed. They give you money back, a portion of your money back for losing.
Oh, they do?
Which allows you to play, okay.
Oh, to keep you hooked.
Okay,
wow.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Go ahead and put this umbrella in your back pocket, but it's going to rain every day, okay? So it's almost a thing where they just got people, hooked. So it's so they joined New York and Nevada, of course, on this whole situation.
Yeah, Nevada wasn't trying to have that.
So it's a deep situation because it's kind of getting out of hand now. Everybody's just gambling like crazy inadvertently. And
so how do you play it? You play it online or you play it?
You play it online, on your phone, anywhere. You just put in the teams and everything, and you score points based on what that particular player did.
And that's what that stuff is when you're watching the game. And they show what the fantasy
how many
points
did
are
the guy
for each
scored
player.
If he scored 3 touchdowns or made 2 sacks or whatever. It's really interesting. But once you get into all that, your life starts to get attached to that. You forget to take the child to daycare. You leave the child in the car seat when you go to 7-Eleven. You just start forgetting stuff. Your life is like
you get that hook, Papa. Is that serious?
I'm just saying.
OMG.
People are just like Monday morning they're just freaked out. They lost money. They're freaked out. You take the daughter to school. Oh, I dropped her somewhere.
They're like, is it Monday?
What's the day?
Wow.
What day is it?
That is.
So it's the whole fantasy football thing is just I don't know. I never got into it. I didn't really want to get that deep. Just show me a football game and keep it moving.
But it just seems like somehow that can't be right if people are making money off of the players. Are the players getting a cut of this? Because it's like if I'm a player and I score 2 touchdowns or I get 3 or 4 tackles or whatever, and whatever the system is, it assigns points to what I accomplished today.
Right.
And now people are betting and making money if I'm on their fantasy team and all of that. I'm not getting any of that as a player, to my knowledge. The players get whatever they sign on their contract. So I'm just wondering, it seems like how can you profit off of the accomplishments of somebody else, and they're not getting a cut?
But then it might be a conflict of interest, because if they know that they're getting so much amount of money for a touchdown or interception or whatever, hey, they I don't know, just a conflict of interest seemed like to me.
I mean, well, what's to stop me from creating a fantasy politics team? And I can assign points for these politicians that are running. And every time they make progress or gain points in the polls, then if you bet on that person and they're on your fantasy politician team, you're getting money and all of that. It just seems like how is that fair to the people who are the real people? It's not like these are fantasy people.
Right.
These are real people.
Right.
I don't understand that. It just seems like that shouldn't be legal or ethical or something.
I think you just created a new game.
Well, that's how it is.
Fantasy politics.
There you go. And Trump is the front runner.
Hey, I'm sure people would be trying to get him on their team for now if they want to get paid.
Oh, boy.
Oh, well. What else you got in Hit It and Quit It?
All right. The trucker in the Tracy Morgan crash is finally charged. It's been about a year or a year and a half.
Yeah, it's been a while.
The truck driver who crashed into Tracy Morgan's limo bus last year was indicted by a New Jersey grand jury on Wednesday. His name is Kevin Roper. Was driving on the New Jersey Turnpike in June 2014 when he crashed into the vehicle carrying the former Saturday Night Live and 30 Rock funny man and his friends, causing a pileup that seriously injured the comedian and killed his friend. Roper was charged with first-degree aggravated manslaughter, vehicular homicide, and 8 counts of aggravated assault in the county of Middlesex County, New Jersey.
Middlesex.
Roper's truck driver fatigue. He went over the 12-hour limit because he's not supposed to drive no more than 12 hours, and he did 14 hours. And they said he hadn't slept in 24 hours. So why would you be out there driving?
That's crazy.
Yes, it didn't make any sense. Yeah. It says Morgan, who was in a coma for 2 weeks after the accident, said recently that his life would never be the same. Yeah.
You know, I read an article that said that there was some, I think, legislation that's trying to be passed that has to do with regulating how long truckers can drive. And there was some device, some digital, you know, like right now they keep all their logs manually.
Right.
And they wanted to have a law passed where the logs would be digital and all that information, data would be, you know, stored wherever it's stored so that if someone needed to go check at any time, they'd be able to check. And the truckers are pushing back, saying no, because that allows you basically to spy on us.
Right.
To see what we're doing, because if the truck's not moving at the time they think it should, then they'll be able to say, how come you're not driving? Where are you? What are you doing? And all that kind of stuff. And what they're not looking at is, but this would also allow them to make sure you're resting when you should be.
Right.
And I understand they're saying, but it's almost like, once again, Big Brother.
Yeah.
Being able to look at what you're doing.
Right.
But I can see the benefit. But I could also see the downside.
Right. Unless it's like a certain time that you check in, per se. If you don't check in within maybe an hour window, then, you know, they may think something might be wrong. But at least check in or something, you know, have some.
Well, their issue is they don't want to be monitored like that.
Yeah.
What, the truck driver?
The truckers, yeah.
I wonder.
Apparently, they tried this once before, and the truckers were able to shut it down.
You need
and now it's back again.
Situation. In fact, everybody has it. Transportation has it. You know, engineers on a railroad, pilots that fly. It's called hours of service violation. After certain hours, you can't fly or drive a train anymore after certain time. It's called hours of service. Even conductors have hours of service.
Well, they keep it now, but it's all manually kept. Paper and pencil, tablets, etc.
Oh no,
and they're saying now that this law is saying we want this stuff to be kept digitally.
Well,
you know,
most
move into
people
the
now,
digital
most
age, and they're trying to fight back.
From what I hear, most employees of transportation facilities will report to their company that their hours of service is running out. They'll report it so they can get off the road. But Walmart, being like they are, as sleazy as they are, you know, they hustling the drivers and hustling everybody. And I'll speak on that later on Living for the City, how the domination of the world on the whole job market.
Not world domination.
This is something that Ketel was speaking on earlier in her story about Middlesex County. Middlesex County is a county in New Jersey where it happened. Middlesex County came about based on during the times when the whole law enforcement thing in New Jersey was first put in effect. One of the biggest law enforcement persons that was holding things down as far as the authority and stuff like that on the front line of the police force or whatever they had in the early 1900s, they didn't know whether she was male or female. She had female attributes, but she had a real manly disposition in a male situation, so they named that county Middlesex County because they didn't know whether she was a male or a female. So that's where Middlesex County.
Is that truth or myth?
You know what? I can't even speak.
No, I'm asking. I'm saying, is that actually true or is that a myth?
Do I joke too much where I'm never going to be taken serious?
I'm asking, is that true or myth?
Now, Ketel, please agree with me on this. Whenever Redwine talks about her, I'm just saying, do we question her research or her theory or anything?
Our lips are tight.
Do we? We don't question her at all.
That's because it's my opinion. I was asking you, is this a myth or is this
Redwine
actual?
can say that the sky is falling and hit me on the head, and we'll both rub our heads and
so
say,
is that a yes or a no?
Oh, wow.
Is that a yes or no?
That is factual.
Really? Interesting.
This,
okay.
You know,
we learned something.
I wasn't disputing. I was asking.
You were disputing.
For my own edification, if you don't mind.
I know.
Thank you, Poppa DD.
As a black man, I need verification.
Well, I have a story about in the Netherlands. Yes, moving on. I am not going to take this abuse. It is Christmas.
All right.
My present is going to be, you going to stop harassing me.
My people, my people.
Go ahead.
Okay, in the Netherlands, the Dutch driving instructors are now legally able to trade driving lessons for sex.
Say what?
In lieu of getting paid money.
Are you serious?
That legally. I'm serious. They said this brings a whole new meaning to the expression.
This is the person learning how to drive or the person teaching how to drive?
The person learning how to drive can pay with sex instead of money for the lesson.
Wow.
Okay.
They said this gives a whole new meaning to the expression of going Dutch. The government ministers in the Netherlands have confirmed that it is legal for driving instructors to offer lessons in exchange for sex. You see, because in the Netherlands, prostitution is legal and regulated, and the sex workers are considered self-employed, and they can openly advertise in newspapers and online, which, of course, you can't do in the U.S., but in the Netherlands you can. So the situation, is that you have some people there in the Netherlands who were saying they have a problem with this, but the trick to it all is they're saying that if the transaction was reversed with the students proposing sex in return for lessons, then that would be against the law. But as long as the driving instructor says, all right, well, if you do this and do that for me, I'll do the lessons for you, and we'll be straight, that's legal.
Okay, the instructor can say, give me sex, but the person... Okay.
But the student can't offer it first.
Wow.
As long as the instructor brings it up or makes the proposition, it's legal. If the student brings it up, it's not legal.
So where's the sex act held? In that
they
car?
Didn't specify.
In that car that day?
I would assume that, people will change their mind later if you don't get it while you can.
Ooh-wee.
Hence why it's part of the hit it and quit it headline. So, they're saying that it's important that the initiative lies with the driving instructor and focuses on offering the lessons with the payment provided in sexual acts.
Wow.
So that's what's happening in the Netherlands. And they said both people have to be over 18. So the student and the instructor have to be over 18 for this to be a legal transaction.
I would hope the instructor's over 18 years old. But then again, it's the Netherlands.
Well, but the student has to be over 18 as well.
Yeah.
Well, what if the instructor still bills the person? Suppose the sex is not good.
Ooh.
Well, they didn't say it had to be good. They just said you got to give it up.
Okay.
They didn't say you have to give it up well.
Okay.
They just said you had to give it up.
Wow.
In lieu of, paying for the lesson.
Man, still might get billed. So.
Yeah, well, that's why you got to know what you're doing.
Wait a minute, that's double billing.
Yeah, you're right. That's illegal.
Very interesting.
So don't everybody run to the Netherlands trying to get driving lessons.
Well, unless you're interested in that.
Unless you're over 18.
Unless you like that kind of stuff.
Hey.
Okay, I got one more hit and quit it. Well. The gala will be broadcast on CBS on December 29, 2015 at 9 p.m. The Kennedy Center Honors.
Oh, that's happening again?
Yep. They announced the 5 honorees, and they are singer-songwriter Carole King. That's your girl, Poppa. Filmmaker George Lucas, of course. Why not? Actress and singer Rita Moreno.
That's my girl. I like to be a man.
Hers is long overdue, though. She should have had.
She's done a lot.
Conductor. Let me see if I can get this correct. C.G. Ozawa. He's a conductor.
Okay.
And actor and conductor of what? Symphonies.
Oh, he's a symphony. Okay.
Yes. And actress and Broadway star Cicely Tyson. That's my girl.
Yay!
All
right. Congratulations to all of them.
Yeah.
That was good. Yeah. And when does this come on television?
December 29th at 9 p.m.
That's actually December 29th is a Tuesday.
Okay, and that's on what network?
CBS.
Okay, set your DVR.
Give us a call at 914-803-4306.
And press 1.
We're here in Chicago at the Drake Hotel, which overlooks the beach and overlooks the whole the back of the Golden Mile, the back end of Michigan Avenue.
Magnificent Mile.
We're a block away from the John Hancock building, which
It's
is not the
awfully
Sears
warm.
Tower.
Mm-hmm.
And it's warm here. It's about 46 degrees.
It's unseasonably
We're
warm.
hanging out on Michigan Avenue doing our breaks, and, everything is cool.
They let us back in. We were here not too long ago, but they let us come back in.
I like this place.
Yeah, it's not bad. I guess we didn't leave the room too bad, right?
Yeah, Chicago's cool.
Uh-huh.
Despite their woes, but the whole world is a ghetto, so we won't even go there. We won't single out Chicago. And we're going to take a little break here.
Yeah.
And give us a call, 914. Wish us a Merry Christmas or something. Do something.
That's the number, 914?
914-803-4306.
And press 1.
I'm Poppa DD. I'm the boss. I supervise them too.
Okay.
Ketel
it's time for a CC break.
Yeah, it is.
And we're going to go to break, and I'm going to have
and I'm his boss.
Yeah, and I'm her
Ketel
boss.
mop the floor, and Redwine's going to dust the furniture. We'll be right back.
Does your gray hair make you look much older than you really are? Do Boy Scouts try to help you cross the street? Don't waste your time with messy hair colors that won't last. Wigs will just make your hair sweat. What you need is a permanent solution. You need
Gray Be Gone. Gray Be Gone
burns your gray hairs right down to the root. No more coloring with
Gray Be Gone.
Simply apply Gray Be Gone with the heat-protected gloves to your entire scalp. When you feel the burning, the gray hairs are being fried right on your head. After the procedure, just stick your head in a bucket of ice water to cool the burning, and just like that, no more gray hairs. You might have bald spots and burns where the gray used to be, but that's a whole different problem. Gray Be Gone will solve your gray hair problem once and for all.
Gray Be Gone.
Get yours today and make that gray go away.
Welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir.
And every Friday night we put together this Pajama Party. And you're welcome to call and say hello and talk about what's on your mind. But this is not a show where we stick to one topic. We bounce around on whatever's bothering you. You want to give us a name for the Kiss It list, which is a list of people we compile later on in the show to put down. You want to give us your mama's name, your father's name. Sisters, brothers, you can give us your last name and your Social Security number if you like.
Don't forget all the relatives who
We don't
gave
care.
you those hideous things that
That's
you
right.
did not want
It's
for
the Christmas time, so you open up that gift, you probably got some stuff. They probably gave you some gloves and it's 65 degrees. Really? Really? Anyway. We have a caller. Caller, you're on the Pajama Party.
Go right ahead, caller. Welcome to the show.
Merry Christmas. That was calling in.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad.
Y'all doing a great job. I'm sitting here. I'm
Really?
in another world just listening.
Wow. Thank you.
We're glad we can put you there.
Yeah, I'm in another world just listening to y'all. But yeah, I just wanted to say Merry Christmas to y'all, and I was something I was talking about. I forgot.
Was Santa Claus good to you, or did you get a lump of coal?
I got a lump of coal.
Oh, bless your heart.
Appreciate your honesty.
Well, you get the best present of all. You listening to the Pajama Party. It's your present for today.
That's right.
Thank you. Thank you.
We got you covered.
It did make my day. It's making my day.
All right. All right, thanks.
All right, caller. Take care and have a happy holiday.
Thank you.
All right.
Y'all too.
All right.
All right.
Take care.
All right.
Gee, that's one that wasn't scared.
Yeah. That was nice.
Anyway.
Poor baby, got a lump of coal, but he's going to make the best of it. If you get enough of them, you can start a barbecue.
That's all. We're going to pop some champagne.
Moving on to...
yeah. What's poppin'?
What's poppin'?
Yeah, what's poppin', Poppa DD?
What's poppin' with me?
What's going on? Yeah.
All right, I tell you what. What's kind of getting under my skin these days, and when it comes to earlier with Steve Harvey, I was only making an example. I was talking because we have freedom of speech these days in America, which is a beautiful right, and we're on Blog Talk Radio. We're not on regular radio. We're restricted to say things. But the topic I want to speak on tonight is when is enough enough? You know, you have to understand when you go into any business today, you got to realize what are you going in business for? And the number one thing that people speak on will be success. Now, people that go into music or movies, they want success on two different levels. They want success where it's called rich and famous, okay? Now, when you go in success as far as business is concerned, whether it be anything, retail or sales or whatever you do, you want to just be rich. There's no such thing as being famous when you just got a regular business. You want to be rich. You want to be financially secure, so to speak. But we also have to know when is enough enough. And I think that's what people in Hollywood are really getting completely twisted. Okay? Now, I'm saying that to say this here. I'm going to give you a list of people. I wrote down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. And I'm going to tell you what these people, what their self-financial worth is. And it'll blow your mind. Because it make you say, when is enough enough? And these people are still out there trying to make more money. And after a while, like I said, money's like marijuana. When you get it, you need to store it somewhere. Because it comes in a big abundance, unless you liquidate it and turn it into stocks and bonds or whatever. But it's still that grows. The more stock you have, the more bonds you have. You got to store this stuff. Money is just like marijuana. It's their twin. The more you get, the more places you got to store it, whether it be Swiss bank accounts or whatever. Okay, let's go over this for a minute. Now, we have Jerry Seinfeld, who has a sitcom, royalties, things of this nature. This man, as far as different logistics or Wikipedia, may not be true, but they're saying he's worth $820 million. $820 million, okay? That is almost $1 billion. That's enough money for, like Stevie Wonder said in the song As, and our children's grandchildren and their great-great-grandchildren, okay? You will be financially secure for 4 generations down the line, unless drugs come in and fuck up all the money. But anyway, that's another story. Anyway, and then you got Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp is worth $400 million, okay? Now, I liked him in what was it, Edward Scissorhands? That was the best movie I liked him in. All that pirate stuff was kind of over the top, and I really didn't catch on to it too tough. And all the other stuff he did, I'm like, really? Then he got arrogant, and then he's just like off the chain with his old dress code and his eye makeup. It's like, yo, man, you're off the set. What are you still wearing eye makeup for? Johnny Depp is off the top. He's over the top. The money's got him crazy, okay? Then you got Tom Cruise. Makes $408 million. This man can't buy a date, okay? He's into Scientology. Women will kick him to the curb like crazy. You'll never see Tom Cruise with a steady woman anymore. This man does more masturbating than he does fucking because he can't even buy a date, okay? Bill Cosby, $400 million, enough said. Just attach him to the whole thing with Tom Cruise. Okay, these cats is just doing their thing, whatever. Clint Eastwood, old as dirt. Remember he did that chair routine when he was with the Bush campaign, that little crazy shit he did? He's senile, but one thing about Clint Eastwood, he likes some women of color. Okay, don't get it twisted.
Yes, he did.
Him and what's the other boy, the other guy?
Robert
De Niro. They'll hang around all white Hollywood, but when it come to getting that coochie, boy, them boys want some women of color. I'm gonna tell you right now. All right, Jack Nicholson used to be a nice suave guy. Now he still sits in front of watching the Lakers play, but he's old as dirt, looking all crazy. He got the comb over going on. He's worth $390 million. $390 million. Where do you put this money? If you got that kind of money, you must be holding $1 million inside the house. Easy. There's no way I would have $300 million in banks and Swiss bank accounts and not have $4 million inside the house. I need to be able to look at some dough, straight cash. Forget about all those liquidation craps and all the stocks and bonds. Anyway, Tyler Perry. All right? Throw a brother in the mix. I guess Bill Cosby's a brother. But anyway, Tyler Perry, $400 million his brothers were. I remember Tyler Perry in Trenton, New Jersey, was giving plays at the Trenton War Memorial about 15 years ago. He's using the same cast that he used at the everywhere. They had another place in Philly called the Marion Theater. Same cast over and over again. He used the same people. They were working for almost nothing because he was really broke for a long time. But the thing that gets me with Tyler Perry that I don't understand, brother, I appreciate your work and I'm a big fan of yours, but that whole baby's mama thing, what's up with that? As old as you are and as much as you've seen and as smart as you are, why didn't you have a woman with a woman that you married? How did you end up with a baby's mama at your age? I can't understand. I can understand the mistakes of a baby's mama when you're young, but when you about 55, 56 years old, damn, you should know where that little sperm cell is going. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. Anyway, Tyler Perry, $400 million. Enough is enough. When you're making all this money, take the time to spend that shit. Like Stevie Wonder said in one of his songs, go to Paris, Peru, Iraq, Iran. See the world. Do some things. Handle some stuff. Take care of the poor. You know, feed the unfortunate. Go around the world and just give it away. Be a phantom person. Be a secret Santa. Be whatever you got to be to help people out, because what you going to do with all this? If you're 50 years old and you got 400 million, hell, you're going to die in 30, 40 years. So it ain't like, you know, there's two things that we're going to do in life that we need to do is that we all going to pass on. So we need to all come together because we're all in this together. So, I mean, between these people, between Jerry Seinfeld, Johnny Depp, Bill Cosby, Tom Cruise, Clint Eastwood, Tyler Perry, Jack Nicholson, hell, you know how much hunger we can soothe? You know how many people we could buy new houses for and just pay off the mortgage completely, and with all of them having a brand new car in the driveway? This is a lot of damn money. Don't get it twisted. I'm making jokes, but this is a lot of money. And people need to stop acting like, you know, they just keep it off to themselves. It's sad. That's my commentary tonight for What's Poppin'.
Wow.
Anyway.
That'll make you think.
That's right. Okay,
I know that's right. Give it up.
How much was Clint Eastwood worth?
$375 million.
Wow.
Ooh, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
When did he make those movies when he was doing the cowboy movies?
Yeah, all that Dirty Harry and all
Dirty
that
Harry.
stuff.
Yeah.
The good, the bad, and the ugly. Yeah.
What are you going to do?
What you going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to do? What we got up next,
We're going to the
I'm
weird
trying to get my head straight
I know
now.
that's right. All that money.
Good gracious.
Wee.
I need to write some letters or something.
I know that's right.
Whew. Okay, let's see. Where are we? Weird news?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Is it me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm up. All right, weird news. Tonight, Oregon woman hit by car suing for the cost of her designer clothes. Now, how crazy is she? This woman in Portland, Oregon, was struck by a drunken driver in a crosswalk. She turned around and filed a lawsuit seeking $4,600 for the designer clothes that she had on at the time, on top of her medical bill. The Oregonian reported Tuesday that Susan Lane sued in the circuit court and said that the crash not only left her with bruises, scratches, and pain, but it destroyed her Chanel handbag, her Prada boots, and her Burberry trench coat. And she wants it to be reimbursed for her designer crap.
What?
So several attorneys in Portland said that they have never had a client to seek compensation for designer clothing, but it's not outside the realm of possibility. And the crash victim had a high price. They said a crash victim with high-priced clothing would be entitled to payment, much like someone whose car or laptop was damaged.
Wow.
So, you know, fortunately, she wasn't injured too bad, bruise, scrapes, scratches, etc.
But her
designer crap was messed up.
And
she wants $4,600 to replace her Prada and her Gucci and her Chanel and whatever.
Well, which one is the purse?
The purse was a, let me see, I think it was a Chanel.
Okay.
She had a Chanel handbag, Prada boots, and a Burberry trench coat.
I know Coach,
Isn't Coach more expensive than all those, though?
Well, she didn't have Coach. She had a Chanel handbag, Prada boots, and a Burberry trench coat.
Well, I know the Coach company, they'll you know, you can send your purse back and get it, repaired. So, but she didn't have a coach.
Coach is big.
This woman is crazy.
So she's short, but I guess the lawyer's going to take the case.
I guess.
Yeah, Coach is big. Back when I was, chasing the chicks, I used to buy all my chicks Coach bags.
Oh, did you know?
Oh.
That's how I distinguished them. I knew the ones carrying the Coach.
That's why they remembered you like they did, and you didn't know who they were.
Ones carrying the Coaches belong to me. Yeah, that's my chick.
Oh, okay. Moving on.
Okay.
Yeah, see here, Redwine, Coach Coochie. Okay.
I didn't say that, did I?
Yeah, Miss.
Oh, it was a Freudian slip.
She's our evangelist.
I apologize.
Yes.
Freudian slip, I assure you.
Yes, of course. Tongue.
So what you got? What do you have, Ketel?
Man robs bank and buys a Christmas tree and uses it to hide. The FBI says a 28-year-old man faces federal and state charges after he robbed a credit union, then went on a shopping spree that included buying a Christmas tree he later used to try and hide from the police. Wow. The Oregon reports that the FBI says his name is Brett Gillespie, went into a Selco Community Credit Union twice in December 16 before he walked to a teller, told her he was ready to open an account, and handed her a note demanding $5,000. He left with $1,300 in an envelope, and 40 minutes later was arrested. It says authorities say that they were told he and his mother had lost $400 gambling and that they needed the money for rent, Christmas presents, and a Christmas tree.
So they gambled the rent money and the Christmas money.
Right. And then it says the FBI says he had been trying to use the tree to hide his face when police stopped him. Ooh-wee.
Okay.
I guess that didn't work out too well.
Things people would do.
In my weird news, in San Diego, California, the police say they arrested a bearded woman in a stabbing incident.
Oh, no.
Yes, this woman had a beard, which could have been, hereditary from her father.
It sure wasn't
her
a man
father
with
could have been, it could have been, her father could have been a hairy man.
Okay.
This is very,
Or a mother could have been a hairy woman.
You know what? See, there's Redwine again. She's our resident evangelist.
Just saying.
She goes ghetto regularly. Anyway, in San Diego police say that they arrested a woman described as weighing about 400 pounds.
Ooh.
With a beard, and she stabbed a man that asked her for a cigarette.
Oh, God.
Okay, police late Thursday night arrested a woman, they say, stabbed a man in the neck on Wednesday night. Police officer's name was Robert Helms, tells the San Diego Union Tribune that the 39-year-old man had walked up to a woman and a group of others and asked them for a cigarette in the city's East Village of San Diego, area called East Village.
Wow.
The woman told the man, get away from her things. She apparently must have been homeless or something to that effect. And when he reached toward her things, she stabbed him in the neck, and she ran away.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
A 400-pound woman?
Yeah, well, they caught her. Of course.
She ran away. Okay.
I want to see a 400-pound
she ran
bearded
away.
woman running after
she
stabbed somebody.
It will be a 4-block normal run for regular folks. She ran about a half a block, and the police caught her. And they recognized her, they said, from her facial hair as described by the man who was stabbed in the neck. He's expected to live, but as he was bleeding from the neck, he said she was a woman with a beard. And they caught her.
Oh, boy.
So that's my weird news for the night.
Yeah, that's some weird news.
Yes.
Anyway.
They
caught her,
I just want to see her run. Can you imagine? I'm sorry. I don't mean to be disparaging.
Redwine, you're really...
I don't mean
you're
to be.
Out of character tonight.
It's the visual of it all.
It must be the new boyfriend, Papa.
Yeah, you usually sympathetic.
I'm just saying, it's the visual. A 400-pound bearded woman stabs a man and then takes off running.
Well, if she was homeless, he was going after her stuff.
But all he asked her for was a cigarette. He didn't ask her to mess with her
stuff. But that was just
stuff.
probably a ploy to get to, what she had in her little shopping cart, or, a lot of people, a lot of homeless people now, they tie stuff to their bicycles. That way they can travel as well as carry their merchandise.
They have a mobile home?
Well, that's, this is what I've seen when I ride through the streets of Washington, D.C.
Oh, my.
Well, what you got, Redwine? What you got?
Well, okay, tonight I'm just saying, just do you. How many times have you gone to a potluck event when people bring items that nobody dares touch or eat because either it looks terrible or it just looks unappealing? You know what I mean. That stuff that looks like either it's some kind of rice pudding or baby food or who knows. You know when that happens. Because people don't just stick with what they do best. They branch out and try to do things that are not their best dish. And then they want to experiment on their family and friends. Okay, so people, if you love, like, or even care about your family and your friends, don't do that. Just do you. Do what you do best and bring that. Don't tell the host you're going to bring some new and exotic dish that you've never made and you don't even know how to make it and you know you can't make it well. Be honest with yourself. If you know mac and cheese is not your thing, don't make it. Let somebody else who's the king or the queen of mac and cheese bring that. Help us all out and just do what you do best, whatever that may be. Some people don't cook anything well, and we all know it. We just don't speak about it. But the problem is when they always bring that unidentifiable dish to the event. That stuff will sit on the table, and they sit there and proudly wait for everybody to ooh and ah over it. Then they get their feelings hurt when it sits there all night untouched. You're just setting yourself up, okay? I'm just saying. And it's not just food. How about when somebody's getting married or there's a funeral and somebody needs a song? You know there's always a few people that are quick to volunteer, but we know that singing is not their thing. Once again, I'm just saying, do you. Stop trying to do things that are not your thing. Just do you. If you're not a singer, don't volunteer to do the solo, please. If you're not a dancer, don't jump out in the center spotlight trying to take the lead. Figure out what you do best and let that be your thing. Focus on that and learn to do it well, okay? And hey, if your thing is bringing the ice and the paper products to the event, and then if that's what you do best, do that. Be on time with the ice and the paper products and everything like that. Who cares if the people whisper behind your back? Isn't that better than having people wondering what was up with that casserole you brought and wondering who's going to throw it out, or having to answer the question, what the heck is that, all night long? There's so many talents that people can have, and everybody's bound to have at least one. So once you figure out what yours is, you do that. Just do you. Don't do somebody else. Nobody else can do you or be you except for you. That's what makes you unique. So why not enjoy it? I'm just saying. We can't all do everything with precision and perfection, even if we think we can. So give yourself a break. Give all the rest of us a break. If we all do a little, a lot will get done, and done very well. This is Redwine, and I'm going to do me. I'm just saying.
All right.
I'm just saying.
Just saying.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I hear you, Redwine.
I'm going to just keep it short, but I'm just saying, you know.
You guys got any questions or comments? What Redwine or Papa saying or what I'm about to say? Hit us up tonight at 914-803-4306. You know what I'm talking about. And press 1.
People bring those UFO casseroles, and you sit there looking at it going, what is that? I don't know. You going to eat it?
And everybody's scared to touch it.
Yeah, scared to touch it.
No. And
Yo, stop that. Stop that.
And it's probably the best thing on the menu.
Yeah, maybe. Or it might put you in the hospital.
See what I'm saying? Do a taste test. Taste test.
I'm not tasting. You try it.
No.
What's that commercial about Mikey? You try it.
No.
Yeah, give it to Mikey. He eats everything.
Yep, that's what they say.
That's what they say. All
right.
right. Well, we're going to take a quick break. And then we're coming back with what? Living for the City? Okay. We'll be right back.
Girl, what are you using on your skin? And your hair looks so thick and beautiful.
I've got a secret.
I know you're going to share it with your girl.
Well, just between you and me, I found a new product that makes my skin glow and my hair fabulous, too. It's bull semen.
No bull. Stop playing.
For real. Bull semen gives me this glow and keeps my skin nice and soft and feeling good.
Where in the world did you get bull semen?
From a bull, of course, but only my distributor knows for sure. I can hook you up. Check it out.
Bull semen is great for your hair, nails, skin, and everywhere else where it doesn't feel right. Just warm the tube of bull semen. Put on some Barry White music. Massage the tube using slow circular motions. And when the semen comes out of the tube, put some in your hair, on your nails, on your skin, and wherever you want. Before you know it, you'll be glowing. Your hair will be growing, and your friends will want to be knowing.
I'm ordering my tube of bull semen today.
Order 2. I'm almost out.
Bull semen. Do not use internally, or pregnancy could occur. And we're not responsible for that. Order yours today. And that's no bull.
Welcome back to the Pajama Party, every Friday night affair. We're recording live tonight out of Chicago at the Drake Hotel, which is off of Michigan Avenue, right by the beach at the end of Michigan Avenue.
It's a lovely hotel.
Yes, I'm here with Ketel. First of all, I'm Poppa DD.
Are you really?
Yes, and I supervise them.
Did you check your ID and make sure?
And I'm Ketel.
And I'm Redwine. Bonsoir.
See, they don't even. Okay.
We're bringing over the supervisor.
My introduction to them is nil. Okay. And this is the Pajama Party every Friday night, 9 o'clock or 9 o'clock Eastern Time, 8 o'clock Central Time, 7 o'clock Mountain Time, and 6 o'clock on the West Coast.
You got it. Yay!
You got that
You know what?
You better work.
You know, I really don't exude my intelligence to them. But anyway.
Yeah, okay.
So up next, what we got going on next?
Living for the City.
Oh, Living for the City.
It's you.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
back
up.
again.
Yeah. The little mouse, he been back in the kitchen.
Got his little snack tray.
I done went to the buffet table and got me some snacks.
Yeah, see.
Okay.
I'm waiting to see that room service bill.
Okay. All right. Living for the
so what's
City.
up for tonight? Living for the City.
Living for the City. Let's talk about the job market for a minute. Okay. How many people in the job market, when it comes to your boss or your boss's boss or whatever, that they're leading by aggression? You know what I mean? They're putting demands on you, and every time you approach your bosses, they have this evil disposition, evil or arrogant disposition. Okay, and they're not hardly paying you what you're worth, but they got this evil overtone. Oh, that's the boss. That's the boss. You know, first of all, let me tell you something about money and life, okay? I'm going to break it down to you real slow and real easy. For one, when it comes to life, your bosses need to realize that they're not the smartest person in the room. Smartness is based on education and experience. Let me repeat that again. Smartness is based on education and experience. What you know and where you've been, okay? That constitutes intelligence. And also, just because somebody's making $20,000 or even $30,000 more than you doesn't mean that they're living as good as you. Okay? Because on two levels. For one, we can't miss what we never had. And somebody making $50,000 can be living better than somebody making $80,000. Let's say. Let's just use those numbers. But we're talking much more money out there in the job market. Let's just use 50 and 80. Now, a person making 80 grand could have bad credit. They could have been locked into store credit cards and all kind of crazy shit. Okay, so their money could be going places that they don't even know where it's going anymore. They've nestled into that 80 grand a year, and their financial situation is just a muck. And you can make them between 35 and 50,000, and everything is cool. You pay your bills, living your life. You're content with what you got. Everything is cool with what you're doing, and your life can actually be better off. You know, and you have to think of this nature when you go to don't ever judge a person or give your boss more respect based on finances. Give your boss more respect based on knowledge. And if they don't got knowledge, don't respect their ass at all, because they probably got in through nepotism. Nepotism means you knew someone or you related to someone. Okay? So don't get it twisted in the job market. You know, the job market is very meticulous and very peculiar. So don't get hung up into the crap, because half of us full of crap. I mean, you got more people on the job that hire people and things like that. Now let me touch on one more subject. I don't want to be maybe a caller can call in and help me with this. I went to 2 different department stores during the Christmas season. I was in Walmart one morning doing some shopping. And then after that, I went to Wegmans, which is a supermarket in most of these suburban neighborhoods. Now, in both of these stores I saw the workers loading the shelves and pushing carts and stocking, and most of these workers were people of color, okay? But most of the people of the Caucasian persuasion were walking around with laptops and price guns in their hands and supervisory levels and keys around their necks and codes and passwords to cash registers and things like that. And I looked at the black folks in the store, both in Walmart and Wegmans, Wegmans is sort of an upscale supermarket, so to speak, in some of your areas. If the Wegmans hadn't come to a neighborhood near you, you probably live in the hood. But anyway, it's more of an upscale type of supermarket. But it goes back to the term of people saying black folks are lazy. Well, if we're so lazy, then why are we stocking shelves and people of a Caucasian nature are walking around with the clipboard? Or they're the supervisors. It's like everybody wants to be a supervisor while the Negroes do all the work. Have you ever noticed that? Next time you're out there just in Walmart or somewhere, look at the color differential or the racial epithets in the store. Look and see what the white folks are doing and what the black folks are doing. You know, the black folks are loading the different, they're taking the trash out to the dumpster. They're pushing the carts in the parking lot. You know, they're stocking the shelves. But then here's the white folks walking around with a laptop in their hand, and they're taking the inventory. They got the passwords to the cash register. When somebody does an override, here comes a little white guy. Hey, what's wrong, Judy? You override, okay, and put in the password and open the cash register. Okay, these are all white folks that's running shit. So who the hell is really lazy? Is it the lazy person with the box cutter open up the damn big-ass 50-pound cardboard box, or the person with the light-ass laptop that's putting in the damn codes to keep everything in perspective? Everything that is stigmatized to black folks was something that was just there as a stigma to make things sound more difficult, to sound more interesting, to put us in another perspective. But we are who we are, and we are how we were raised, and we are what we have built ourselves to be. Don't let nobody put a tag on your ass. You're not a lamb, and you're not a sheep, and you're not anything where somebody's going to clamp your ear to identify who you are. You are a free person in America. So let yourself be free. And stop, question authority. If authority comes at you hard and strong with the authoritative thing, like I said earlier, people come to you being led by arrogance. Most of these bosses are arrogant. Oh, there's Miss Judy. She died. Well, Miss Judy, she's arrogant as hell because she's lonely. She's fucked up. You don't know what she's going home to. You don't know. Instead of a sofa, she could have a damn chase lounge in her living room. You don't know what she goes home to. Okay? So, anyway, in closing on Living for the City, let yourself be free. Don't let anybody judge what you are. If you're making $30,000, make the best of it. When you see somebody on the job doing better or having better, don't worry. You can't miss what you never had. That's it for Living for the City.
All right. There goes that mic.
That microphone is coming out of your chest.
I ain't scared of you, mother.
Ooh-wee. All right, Pop. I
Put
get
that
it.
thing down.
You sure did.
Anyway.
We just got some new mics, didn't we?
Yeah, we got a new shipment.
Okay, so I'll be dropping them.
We got some fresh ones.
Oh,
put them in the water, make sure I use them.
Oh, no, not in the water.
Oh, boy. Let me go ahead with this Hollywood wrap up because we need to get down with our 2015 wrap up for tonight also.
The 215?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go into 2016.
Oh, okay.
You don't know?
Yeah.
You were sleeping or something?
No, I'm good with that.
All right,
I thought you said the 215. I'm just trying to make sure. Are we talking about 2015 or the? Okay, I got you.
2015.
All right, I got you.
All right, Rip Van Winkle, wake up.
All right, I'm awake.
All right, my Hollywood wrap up.
All right, what's going on in
Hollywood?
Hollywood?
Points going on. Chrissy Teigen and John Legend have announced their gender for their baby.
Oh.
What y'all think is it?
It's a human?
That gender used to scare me.
Where
you going with that?
It's a human. It's a boy. It's a girl.
What you think, Paul?
Is that his baby?
Say, I'm not even going in with
Okay, because the way she be showing them titties, I'm going to be honest. They got that show, that lip syncing show.
Yeah, with LL.
LL, his tongue be hanging out halfway out of his mouth.
You talking about babies now. What do you think is a girl or boy?
I'm going to bet on a boy.
You going to say boy? What do you say, Papa?
That's where you make love. You make love comfortable in the bed, it's a girl. If you make love in the backseat of a car, it's a boy.
Okay.
We didn't see how they
we didn't see all
I
that.
would say it's a girl.
Okay, you got it. It's a girl. Okay, moving on. Papa Gary started a whole another subject.
You know that's what he does.
Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
All right.
Has made too much damn money.
Use the Force, Luke.
Yep. I'm your father.
That's Redwine people.
$765 million.
When is enough?
Worldwide. You said it.
When is enough?
That's a lot of money.
When is enough?
Yep, it has broken.
That's a lot. That just brings on corruption. Go ahead, Ketel. I don't mean it.
This has broken the box office. Jurassic World, was up there in numbers too, but it broke that record.
Wow.
Unfortunately, Janet Jackson has canceled her tour because she has to have surgery. But she's not revealing what kind of surgery. She says the tickets will be honored when the tour resumes. That's it. That's all.
Well, as most black women will attest to, they probably know. Anyway, we won't go there.
Whatever.
Did
Okay.
you say Pride Brewers? Anyway.
Shut your butt.
Anyway.
We're about to knock the mic out on his head. Moving on. Robert Downey Jr., check this out, has received a full and unconditional pardon on Thursday from California Governor Jerry Brown for drug charges. Drug charges he did time for in the 90s. So I did hear that this pardon says he could vote again. So I guess in the past he's been able to vote.
So what about everybody else?
Because we all know that Robert Downey Jr. was eaten out of a dumpster at one time. Okay? And then now he just acts like he's Iron Man and he's holier than thou.
Iron Man.
Don't go there, okay?
Iron Man 3.
Didn't you mention him? He's worth about I think $400 million.
But as karma would have it, his son is hooked on drugs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Karma will
will
continue to bite you in your ass.
I did
his
hear
son
that.
is strung out.
Strung out.
Yeah. Also, the Real Housewives of New Jersey star Teresa Giudice,
I think.
She officially has left the Federal Correctional Institution in Connecticut.
Oh,
that was Wednesday morning at 5:01. And her husband, Juicy Joe, where do they get these names from?
That's what they call him, Juicy Joe.
He's going to supposed to serve 41 months, but he might be deported because he is not a U.S. citizen.
What?
All this time he's
not a citizen?
Didn't know that.
But look, let me just add this, or ask this. How is it that just because they were concerned about who's going to look out for their children.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, they don't have any infants.
Mm-hmm.
They have children. Mm-hmm. And their concern was if we both go to jail at the same time,
mm-hmm.
who's going to watch out for our kids?
Yeah.
So they got permission to stagger their jail time so
right.
that one of them would be with the kids
right.
while the other one was in jail.
I never heard anything
I just want to know, how does that happen? I've only heard of one other case where it was another celebrity
mm-hmm.
couple or something where that happened, and I can't remember now who it was. But why is that allowable?
Was that the Governor Merle? Because I think
I can't remember now who it was. Somebody else was allowed to do that. But everybody else, they don't. The courts don't seem to care.
I never heard that.
They don't care if you got a brand new baby that just was born 6 weeks ago.
Some babies
if you break the law, you're going to jail.
Yeah.
And it's up to whoever in your family or somebody
to take
care of that child.
I think it goes back to the lawyers. You have good lawyers, and you pay the cash, the good money, the good green. That's what they want to see.
I guess money can't buy you anything.
See what I'm saying? Anything's possible.
Mm. Okay.
Okay, so.
I've never heard anything like that before. That shocked me.
That's interesting.
Okay, Leonardo DiCaprio has a new movie, Reverend, opens today. There was a talk about his relationship with the bear in the movie and a potential rape scene. Interesting. The announcement has been made that Leo was not raped by the female bear in this film, so everybody can relax. Leo might be up for an Oscar for this film, I bet. Because of the rape scene, you think?
I don't know. They were talking about a rape by the bear, and then he had to eat some kind of raw animal liver. I forgot what kind of animal.
Ooh-wee.
They said he was going all out for this movie.
Wow.
Trying to get that Oscar that he never gets.
Wow. That's a lot. That's a bit much.
But that's crazy. Rape by a bear?
Yeah.
That they say didn't happen?
Well, it's this female bear, so.
Whatever.
Anyway. And, we got a caller. Might as well go ahead and take it.
Oh, you want to take the call or you want to finish up?
I got a few more things. The Hateful Eight opens today. That's it's about a bounty hunter. Has Kurt Russell and Samuel Jackson and Jennifer Jason Leigh. She's in it also.
Okay.
So
I haven't seen her for a minute.
And one more, Concussion, with Will Smith, with the filmmaker Peter Landsman. He wrote and directed this sports-themed drama based on Jean Marie Laskus' GQ article called The Game Brain about the potential horrific cost of playing football. Pittsburgh-based neuropathologist Dr. Bennett Wumulu, which Will Smith plays, discovers a degenerative brain disease now known as CTE in the autopsies of several deceased pro football players. But after presenting his research, he finds himself under fire from the NFL, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we got Alec Baldwin, Luke Wilson, Juju Batharaw. She's in it also. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we got some heavy hitters in it.
She played in that movie Belle, I think, not too long ago.
Yeah, that was
that's
excellent
her.
movie.
Okay.
Yeah, that was an excellent movie.
that was good.
Yeah, that was very interesting.
Yeah.
Very good.
He really talked around the time during the Emancipation Proclamation situation.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was probably after Lincoln was assassinated because the blacks were still trying to, because, Lincoln was assassinated for freeing the slaves.
Right.
Yeah, she was a free black woman,
Mm-hmm.
but she was trying to bridge the gap or
And
something.
she had fair skin and she fell in love with this white guy. And
Just run it, Bill.
I was wondering where she came from.
Yeah.
But then I did my theory of as intelligent as I am.
Oh, you looked it up?
I did my. Well, no, it's just in my brain.
Well, let's go ahead and take this call, Papa.
Yeah,
Hello, welcome to the Pajama Party.
Go right ahead, caller. You're on the air.
Hello, caller.
Yeah,
hello, caller.
Okay, we're gonna come back to this caller later. Caller, you're on the air. All right, we'll come back later to that person. They got several conversations.
Yeah, they got conversations going on.
Oh, I got the cocktails of the week. Eggnog.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Is this like for real eggnog?
Yes, it is.
All right. Well, tell us about it.
Ooh-wee.
Tell, Ketel.
This might be a whole book here. This makes about 18 cups. So don't think this is just one drink.
So this is enough for everybody.
Everybody.
Or everybody.
Mama, Papa, Daddy, everybody. Don't give them to the baby.
Okay.
9 large eggs, separate the whites at room temperature. 3/4 cup of sugar. 4 cups of heavy cream. 1 cup of bourbon. It could be 1.5 if you like a little something like
extra.
I do. Yeah. 1/2 cup of dark rum. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. 2.5 cups of milk. 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and garnish it with the cinnamon and freshly grated nutmeg to sprinkle over. So in a large bowl with an electric mixer, beat the egg yolks with the sugar until the mixture is thick and pale, with ribbons when the beaters are lifted. In another large bowl, beat 2/3 of the egg whites until they hold soft peaks. In another large bowl...
I like soft peaks.
Okay. In another large bowl, beat the cream until it holds soft peaks.
Beat it.
Fold the whites into the yolk mixture until the mixture is combined well, and fold in the whipped cream gently but thoroughly. Pour the mixture into a large punch bowl with the bourbon. That sounds good to me. The rum, the vanilla, the milk, and the salt.
Oh, yeah.
Chill the eggnog covered for at least 4 hours or until it's cold. And just before serving in a bowl, beat the remaining 3 egg whites until they hold soft peaks.
Hey, more soft peaks.
Fold them into the eggnog and sprinkle the eggnog with nutmeg and cinnamon.
I like it.
It will be on our website, apajamaparty.com.
Oh, so that's eggnog from scratch.
Yeah, that's the real deal, baby.
Real eggnog.
Yeah, that sounds good.
But there's another way to make it, too. That's a lot faster.
I ain't messing with you.
Oh, here we go, Redwine.
Come on.
No, I was going to ask Poppa DD.
Was this prior to the 3 wines you drank, or?
No, I was asking. Didn't you tell me that you have another way that you make your eggnog?
Well, you can buy it from the store, the eggnog already in the ingredients, and then you can put Jack Daniels or any kind of bourbon whiskey you have.
Oh.
Eggnog is made from 2 different things, either bourbon whiskey or dark rum. So don't be dropping no vodka in no egg.
Oh,
okay. Or you'll be on the throne.
Oh, my.
Doing your thing.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah.
So either you can make it from scratch or you can buy it already.
Buy it already made, already with the booze in it, and add more bourbon, which is either
add more booze.
Evans Williams or Jack Daniels, or you can use that pirate. What's his name? Captain Morgan.
Yeah, Captain Morgan.
Captain Morgan.
Yeah, that one-legged dude.
151 rum.
Yeah.
Woo-wee.
I like it.
Right.
Rum or bourbon. Don't put no
vodka.
No vodka. Nope.
No.
That's a different drink, huh?
And this is what I heard, because I don't drink myself.
Okay, that's what you had heard.
Well, what is this brown stuff? Never mind.
If
you guys got any questions or comments we're talking about, hit us up tonight, 914-803-4306.
Yeah, it's dark.
Yeah, we had a caller out of Philadelphia. We lost the caller, Philadelphia caller. If you're there, just press 1 again and get back on the line. 914-803-4306. And if you're already online, just press 1. We're going to take a break.
Yeah. We're going to come back with the This Year in Review.
All right.
You're listening to the Pajama Party Late Night Adult Talk Show. We've added a new segment to the show called the Kiss It List. Every week, we put people on this list who have done dumb stuff or have been irritating or just gotten on out of your nerves. So we call them out and put them on the Kiss It list, and we tell you why. If you have somebody you want to add to our Kiss It list, hit us on Twitter at @PajamaParty and use hashtag #KissIt, and we'll add them to the list. If you prefer to email your contenders, send them to info@apajamaparty.com. We'll call them out every Friday night at the end of the show, so get those names in. Now, let's get back to the Pajama Party Crew and more of the show. DJ, would you mind turning it up a notch?
Why don't we just go down the line?
Welcome.
How rude. Oh, you're on the Kiss It list.
Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Room service.
And they're both getting docked $2.
Oh,
okay.
boy. It must have been the bartender. The bartender came back prematurely.
They're both making $3 an hour this week. We have a caller. We're going to tune into this caller and see what's happening.
Okay. Go for it.
Caller, you're on with the Pajama Party. Go ahead.
Hi, how are you?
We're doing good. How about you?
I'm just calling from Philly, and I just want to wish everybody there a happy holiday.
Same to you. Thank you.
Hey, Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad.
That's Redwine.
Ho, ho, ho.
Feliz Navidad.
Muchas gracias.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
How y'all doing up in Philly?
Oh, we warm.
Yeah, it's kind of warm.
Yeah, it is.
It's real
warm
warm.
in Chicago, too.
It's very warm for Christmas.
Yeah. All right.
That's nice.
Yeah, we're trying to
I'd like
deal
to
with
say
it.
happy holidays from Mr. and Mrs. Gentry, too.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Well, to who? Mr. and Mrs. Who?
I'd like
Gentry?
to send a happy holidays to you guys from Mr. and Mrs. Gentry.
Okay. Well, shout out to them and happy holidays.
All right. Hope they had a good holiday, too.
I
All right.
appreciate it. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Well, appreciate you calling.
We got one more caller.
All right.
All right. We're going to move on down the line and pick up this caller. Caller, you're live on the Pajama Party Show. Go right ahead.
Well, I want to say hi to the crew and happy holidays to y'all.
Thank you. Happy holidays to you,
We
too.
appreciate
Happy. And happy.
How was your day?
Oh, it's going wonderful.
That's good. No,
and rewind. And rewind to your answer to politician. That was Jesse Jackson Jr. and his wife.
Oh, okay. I knew it was somebody. That was Jesse and his wife that split up their jail time.
Oh,
yeah, he did carry on.
Jesse Jr., rather.
Jesse Jr. did carry on. He was a mess.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
I knew somebody knew. Thank you, caller.
Yeah, we appreciate it, caller.
Yeah.
Thanks for your support.
All right. Have a good night.
All right. Hang in there.
All right.
All right. We're going to do this rundown and review 2015, the year in review. What we got here?
Gosh, it was so much stuff that happened this year.
Yeah, we're going to run down the year review because this year was very interesting. It went by fast. And, grab hold of 2015 all you can because it's gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
What we got over here, Redwine?
So this year was the year when American sports fans became more excited about their fantasy sports teams, which, for the record, are imaginary, more than the sports teams that actually exist. And this was also the year of the selfie epidemic that somehow got even worse.
Yeah, that's crazy. What else we got, Redwine?
Oh, the pressing issue, which I'm sure will be debated for years to come, also was about the New England Patriots and how the footballs got deflated for the AFC Championship game. The most fascinating theory that was put forth by the Patriots head coach, Bill Belichick, who said that it was atmospheric conditions that could be responsible for the footballs being deflated. And he also said that he had handled dozens of balls over that past week.
I bet he did. What kind of balls was he handling?
I don't know what kind of balls he was handling.
He had some gay tendencies, but I wasn't saying nothing.
What the man said.
Okay. In Paris, 1.5 million people marched in a solidarity rally following the horrific terrorist attack on the French newspaper Charlie Hebdo.
Yeah, Hebdo.
Eyebrows are raised when not a single top U.S. official attends, but several days later, Secretary of State John F. Kerry arrives in France with James Taylor, who performs the song "You've Got a Friend." What kind of cracker-like stuff is this?
Yeah, James Taylor.
Meanwhile, in Washington, a dome crashes onto the White House lawn, fence, jumpers, and more. That's crazy. And this guy, he wants to run for some kind of office or something.
Congressman.
Yeah, most recent.
He goes over a fence and goes into restricted airspace, and now he's running for congressman.
Right.
He's not black, is he?
No.
Not by no stretch of your imagination.
What else we got,
Papa? If he was black, he would have been shot down. Anyway, NBC suspends nightly news actor Brian Williams after investigators revealed that he fabricated some stories. His account on he was on a military helicopter he claimed was under fire, when in fact his helicopter went straight to his destination it was very uneventful. His flight was good. In fact, they served drinks and dinner on his helicopter.
Whatever.
And the guy that was behind him, on the helicopter behind him that took attack, said, he's a lying ass. So, it's really funny, though, that the only way a brother can get a break, who is your boy Lester Holt, to get promoted is when somebody falls from grace.
And that's
so congratulations to Lester Holt, who took advantage of a situation of Brian Williams falling from grace. So good luck to you, Lester Holt. Do your thing, brother, and don't be a fabricator of stories like your counterpart.
Right.
Anyway.
What else you got, Redwine?
Well, also the year's biggest literary story. Representatives of 88-year-old Harper Lee, you all remember her. She wrote this story, the fictional novel, How to Kill a Mockingbird. There were allegations about people trying to cash in on her alleged second novel that had been lost for years. That was the follow-up to How to Catch a Mockingbird. So that came up. And in the Academy Awards, the Oscar for Best Picture went to Birdman. And accepting the coveted statue was director Alejandro Gonzalez, who told the audience that, like you, I never actually saw the movie.
Oh, wow.
And also Leonard Nimoy, we lost Leonard Nimoy this year.
Right.
He was beamed up for the last time.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to miss him. Also in business news, troubled realtor Radio Shack files for bankruptcy. A lot of people don't remember that. Yeah, that was interesting. And in sports, the New England Patriots defeat the Seattle Seahawks 28-24 to win a Super Bowl. The most surprising play comes at the end of the game when the Seahawks, on second and goal with 26 seconds left, and was Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, they didn't give it to him. They chose to pass the ball.
Right, they passed the ball.
And the brother that intercepted the ball to win the Super Bowl for the New England Patriots should have won Most Valuable Player, but they gave it to your boy Tom Brady.
I don't know
why.
They
should have gave it to the gentleman who.
And all those undeflated balls.
Yeah, well,
It always comes back to the balls.
What else we got, Papa?
And let's not forget the argument over the color of the picture of the internet. This picture of the internet on a dress that came out, people say, it's blue, it's green. I think it's blue, it's green. That had to be the most asinine debate I've ever heard in my life.
That was crazy.
What color is it? Looks white to me. Oh, it looks blue to me. It looks white to me. It looks blue to me.
Ended up on
I'm like,
shows.
You know what?
Really? Yeah. That thing got a lot of airtime.
People need to get a life. They really do.
I think
and then we also had Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who addressed a joint meeting of Congress. But the problem was he was not invited by the White House, but he was invited by the Speaker of the House.
Yeah, Barack didn't
My
even
boy,
invite him.
Mr. Boehner.
Your boy Boehner. Boehner, the same one who bitched up and cried when the Pope blessed him. He was waiting for the Pope to come into the Capitol.
Yes,
and
he did.
He was nervous as hell, and the Pope blessed him. He cried like hell. The Pope said, look, man, you fucked up a lot. You need to get out of here. And he retired after a while because the Pope said, look, man, you need to get out while you can.
Yeah.
Why you messing with Boehner? Okay.
That's Redwine's boy.
Yeah, that's my boy. He's gone now.
And the U.S. Food and Drug Administration approves the sale of genetically modified potatoes and apples, noting that they offer many nutritional benefits and are completely safe, so they say. Crazy. Just like they modifying the salmon.
Yeah.
That's a whole another horse of another color.
And Korea was accused of a major cyber attack over that movie that came out where they depicted killing Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, the leader. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they destroyed that movie.
Yeah.
It would probably have been really funny, but Korea said, yeah, right. Okay.
It's funny to them.
And the death of Freddie Gray in Baltimore, Maryland. While in Baltimore, in the custody, touched off riots, protests, and the controversial death of Freddie Gray lasted several days, resulting in more than 250 arrests and the extensive property damage. But don't have no sympathy for CBS, because if you pull them up on Google, CBS is making plenty of money. That little building they lost in Baltimore selling those generic ass drugs, don't have no sympathy for them at all.
Wow.
CBS got plenty of money and plenty of medicine, but they bring all the generic and no frill stuff to the black neighborhood, so don't have no sympathy for CBS.
Walgreens
they got money.
No, and also in 2015, we had Hillary Clinton declare her candidacy for president.
Yeah.
And in other journalism news, Rolling Stone apologized for a discredited story about an alleged rape that allegedly occurred at the University of Virginia fraternity.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So they retracted that story, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Also, the international soccer is rocked by allegations that bribery was involved in awarding the 2022 World Cup to Qatar.
Qatar.
A nation with little soccer tradition. But the big sports story is the long-awaiting boxing match between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny
Pacquiao
for the undisputed world title.
$100. It was $100 to rent this. This fight was 10 years too late. They should have been for it. Just like Lennox Lewis should have been for it. Mike Tyson, but he ran from him forever. And that fight was an atrocity. So anybody who spent $100 for that fight are pissed completely off.
Yeah, I was one of them.
Okay.
I wanted my money back.
Because Mayweather, he went home with $220 million.
And also, Pacquiao had a bad arm. He had a broken hand or something. What a fiasco.
Yeah, it was crazy.
What if and he's another one that can't buy pussy, okay? What's his name? Mayweather.
Yeah,
Mayweather can't buy pussy, okay? He's a big bazillionaire. And anyway, you get the gist.
Yeah. What about the clerk? The clerk, Kim Davis, clerk of Redwine County.
Well, wait a minute. What about? But before you get to that one, we had the excitement in England when Prince William and the Duchess of Cambridge had another baby.
Well, that's all good though.
They had the little girl named Charlotte.
They had a girl. That means that they made love in the bed, not the backseat of a car.
Okay.
You make love in the backseat of a car, you have a boy.
And then we had in Garland, Texas, 2 armed gunmen were gunned down by police after they opened fire on a security guard outside of an exhibit of Muhammad cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Yep. And also the 9 people that were killed in South Carolina by a lone gunman who just
that crazy
sat
young
there
man.
and took everybody out. Not to mention in the same state of South Carolina where the police shot an unarmed man running away from a situation.
Mm-hmm.
Which was very sad.
Yeah, exactly.
So we won't,
Also, the Office of Personnel Management announces that hackers had gained access to the personal records of millions of current and former federal government employees. In another disturbing federal story, a report on any undercover investigation into airport security reveals that Transportation Security Administration screeners failed to detect banned items, including weapons and explosives, 67 out of 70 times.
Crazy.
That's not good.
And also in the
that's not good.
In the airport security, how these body scan machines are revealing vaginas, dicks, and balls when you hold your hand up when you go on an airplane to go on a. You know everything I say, Ketel and Redwine. Who are my coworkers?
And he's the boss?
Yeah, he's the boss.
They don't respect
And then
me.
we had Kim Davis, who you mentioned a minute ago, the clerk at Rowan County in Kentucky, who decided to go against the U.S. Supreme Court's ruling that the state laws banning same-sex marriage were unconstitutional. She was the woman with that long hair that was refusing to grant marriage licenses to same-sex couples.
Crazy.
And don't forget her husband had on overalls with a straw hat on and a piece of a broomstick in his mouth.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
And we woke Anyway.
We have Bruce Jenner.
Bruce Jenner.
Yeah.
Who's now Kaylin.
Mm-hmm.
And going up there during the ESPY Awards with that white dress on, I was like, really?
Yeah.
You usually wear black when you're trying to, make it all smooth.
I guess
black makes it like you lost weight.
I guess he's not
this
worried
man
about
goes out there and this lady, goes out there and
You talking about that cover of Vanity magazine?
White dress.
Oh yeah, on
and he's at
Awards.
the ESPY Awards, which
Yeah.
is one of the most popular awards. ESPYs are bigger than the Grammys these days.
Right.
And he's out there and he's talking for like 15, 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And you're looking down at him and he doesn't have the female symmetrics or anything of that nature, and it was just interesting.
Yeah.
Well, he was new to the game at that point.
Okay, but I won't talk about it. I want to get it shut down, so it will be nice to have. Anyway.
And also, in another gender news, the Treasury Department asked for input from the public on which woman will be depicted on the redesigned $10 bill.
Yeah, that happened too in 2015.
Yeah.
And Donald Trump, he declared his candidacy for president, and he laid out a bold, far-reaching vision for America, consistent of whatever thoughts of fitting through his whole mindset of, like I mentioned earlier, in Living for the City, he leads by arrogance and aggression. And we got to go away from that because that's no way to lead people. People need to be led based on the mannerism they were raised under, not under some old crazy shit you was raised under. If your parents locked you in the basement and my parents didn't lock me in the basement, I don't understand where you come from. It's just that simple.
Okay.
What else you got over there?
Also, we had the Minnesota dentist who killed Cecil, the world's most beloved lion. You remember that story?
We're going to put him on the kisser list.
He's on the kisser list, yes, he
and
is.
then we also had the hackers that announced that they had broken into the Ashley Madison website and gotten all that personal data on millions of clients. And, the statistics later on proved that 37 million accounts were hacked and only 23 belonged to actual women. 21 of whom probably were Ashley Madison employees posing as clients.
And women on there were actually phony pictures, bad pictures.
Well, they said like about 21 of the 23 were
they got off a porno site so they put on their
employees of
site.
the company.
Yeah, exactly.
And in Mexico, infamous drug lord El Chapo escapes from a maximum security prison.
That was crazy.
An elaborate tunnel that somehow was dug into his cell without anybody noticing. Come on, really?
Imagine that.
The United States won the Women's World Cup, defeating Japanese 5-2.
Right.
That was very exciting, very interesting, very different.
Yeah.
And it opened up the doors for a lot of ladies who was on their last leg, different people who was out there, different players that was playing for the final time. They got their just due, which is good.
And in 2015, we also saw the most popular pope that we know of, Pope Francis. He became the first pope to ever address the United States Congress, issuing a powerful challenge to the lawmakers to work together towards solving pressing world problems, including hatred, poverty, and pollution.
All right.
Yes, he kissed babies. He did everything. He went to Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, and he did his thing.
Yeah. On the Republican side, Rick Perry and Scott Walker drop out of the presidential race after polls show them both trailing everyone else.
They didn't really have much choice.
Rick Perry, your boy.
Also, this crazy Environmental Protection Agency accuses the Volkswagen cheating on the emission testing. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
That story's still going on.
Mm-hmm.
And those are some of the things that happened in 2015. We wanted to recap because this last week of the new year is when everybody be doing their thing, gearing up their life, businesses, and everything for the new year, getting their taxes together, and we wanted to run it down at Christmas time because during New Year's, nobody's paying attention. They just want to party and go out with the year.
I know that's right.
But anyway, we'll move on to what's our next thing up?
Kisser list.
Kisser list.
Yeah.
The Kisser list is a list that's compiled of people that show their ass, and we put them on blast. You can call and give names of people, your mother, father, sister, brother. You give their social security numbers, whatever you want to do. We don't care. It's your people. But some people on the Kiss It list, we're going to have the NFL for doing their thing and being who they are, and I hope that movie Concussion exposes the hell out of them, because Roger Goodell needs a wake-up call.
Absolutely.
Macy's for having that crazy commercial saying we have a preview day on Friday. What does a preview day on Friday mean? I don't understand that. And Walmart for having all black workers and all white supervisors. That's a bunch of malarkey. And also for people making too much money, Clint Eastwood, Jerry Seinfeld, Johnny Depp, Bill Cosby, Tom Cruise, Tyler Perry, and Jack Nicholson. They're all on the Kiss It list. What you guys kettle on the Kiss It list?
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
Just being Donald Trump.
Just being him.
And can we add Benjamin Netanyahu?
Benjamin Netanyahu coming to the United States without checking in with Barack Obama, who's only the damn president.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also the man who killed Cecil.
Yeah, that Dennis.
Yes, it did.
And can we also give Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao?
Stealing our money.
Yeah, for taking our money.
That was a
Steve Harvey for messing up with the
Steve
tax.
Harvey, that's your boy. Act like a woman, think like a man, please.
That's right.
Think
Who else?
for
Kim
yourself.
Davis, that clerk up there in Kentucky.
Yeah.
Caitlyn Jenner for being on the cover of Vanity magazine in that white corset.
With an erection.
I'm talking about the corset.
She had a dress on with an erection. That was crazy. How do you wear a dress with an erection? I don't understand it.
Oh my
God. A white dress. You should wear black.
For all the people who were involved in that El Chapo cover-up.
Yeah.
For that man who dug a tunnel like he did, and they all claim they knew nothing about
With
it.
a motorcycle.
Y'all full of crap. Y'all full of crap.
It's on the Kiss It list.
Who else? Dr. Ben Carson?
Oh.
Gotta put him on the list.
Ben Carson, your boy.
Let's see, Ronda Rousey. You know, after she got beat in that cage.
She still talking trash?
Oh yeah.
Still running her mouth.
Yeah.
And then they're supposed to be talking about a comeback and all that stuff.
Yeah, well, that girl whooped her ass. Yes, she did.
What we got for them?
Oh, we got something special just for them.
Kiss my entire ass. Kiss my Irish ass. You better kiss my Irish ass. This world can kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. You can just kiss my ass. Baby, you can just kiss my ass. Oh, you can kiss my country ass. I said if you got a problem with any of that, you can kiss my natural born redneck to the bone, ever loving country ass. That's right.
Yeah, we're back at Pajama Party. That was our Kiss It segment to everybody who did their thing and really kind of fucked up.
Everybody who deserved it.
I'm Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir.
And we are the crew of the Pajama Party. We're here every Friday night, 9 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Mountain Time, 7 o'clock.
Here we go. You done messed up now.
Why are you talking, Papa?
Anyway.
What's your last word?
My last word for the night is I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in and supporting us and stand behind us because we're just trying to make it. You know what I mean? We're just regular people trying to do our thing every Friday night here on the Pajama Party. And as I always say, that the rule of pajamas is no drawers are worn with pajamas. And thank you. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Join us again next Friday night. And stay in touch with the Pajama Party because we're up on what's going down. Want to hear about what's black? Listen to us because we're black all over. Okay? And proud of. What are you going to do? All right?
What you got, Redwine?
I just want to say thank you to everyone who has supported us through this year of 2015. We're looking forward to bigger and better things in 2016. We've got some guests lined up. People are just in line waiting to be a part of this. So we're going to work it all out, and we're looking forward to it. So I just want to say shout out to everybody who's been, all of our supporters. We're looking for advertisers for 2016. So if you have a business or anything you want to get us to shout it out, catch up to us. info@apajamaparty.com or follow us on Twitter @apajamaparty. And, get in touch. We would love to connect with you, promote your business, and help us help you. And that's all I have to say. And Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad. And to Pierre, I miss you, darling.
Oh, excuse me. I thought it was a new one.
No.
My last word is my usual. Thanks to our old listeners, new listeners, and future listeners. Big shout out to Providence Hospital, the nurses and techs, for getting Mama Z back to good health. She had a little scare for a couple of days, but Mama Z, she's back on track.
Mama Z!
And I want to say I love you, Mama Z, and even though you don't listen, I know you're one of our biggest supporters and our biggest fans, but it's all good. You're going to support any and everything that we do. We appreciate you. So, like Redwine said, we got bigger and better things in 2016. We got some guests. They're lined up at the door. We're going to have some big surprises, so you never know who may be ringing at the doorbell.
All right, Barack's going to be the biggest.
So, just a shout out to our regulars, NC, Cali, Philly, Jersey,
DC,
Maryland,
Louisiana.
So thanks for listening.
Philly? Did we say Philly?
Yeah. So thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.
All right.
So
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And we'll check out next week. We'll be here.
All right.
Yeah, we'll be here for New Year's Eve, right?
Yes, we will.
Time to open the champagne.
Oh, yeah. It's time for the champagne.
All right.
Let's pop that cork.
We are the Pajama Party, and we run shit.
It's time to say goodnight, Papa.
Good night.
Say goodnight, Ketel.
Good night.
Bonsoir.
All right.
Initiating shutdown sequence.
Is it all over, Rock?
I guess so.
I bid you farewell, arrivederci, sayonara, and all that sort of cheers.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Well, good night.
Yabiko. Sana.
I regret to announce this is the end. I'm going now.
Good night, and good luck.
Was it as good for you as it was for me?
Now give me a kiss and say good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you for attending our show, and good night.
Pajama Party, grown and